Hey folks, what's up? Mike Benton here from the Mike Benton team. How are you doing? And today's topic is what are your options to sell a property that's in probate in the state of Maryland? Now, every state's different. Virginia, DC, Delaware, keep going out, Pennsylvania, all over, West Virginia, the whole country. Every place is different. So, but this is what we're talking about in Maryland today. So, what are some options? I have listed out 5 options. There's many options. See, what we do as realtors that focus on estates and probates, we take over where the attorneys leave off. See, they're going to get all the legal stuff going. They're going to get all the court stuff going. But when it comes to properties or vehicles or boats or household contents, they call people like me and my wife. And we've been doing this for over 26 years. We've sold hundreds and hundreds, thousands of homes over the last 26 years. A lot of homes, a lot of homes. And we love this niche because we feel that we can bring the most value to you if you know someone that's going through this process. So really there's 5 ways I wrote out, no particular order. Number 1, you want to sell it quickly. Maybe you inherit a house in one part of the state and you live in a whole nother state and you really don't have any emotional connection to this property. And it comes down to really just closing out the estates, sharing the proceeds if needed. So here's what I mean by a quick sale. So you call us up, we sit down, we explain these to you, and I said, listen, one option is to sell it to an investor. We have a team of investors that we work with. We're also investors, but here's how it's going to work. This is because you would look at this option if the house has a massive amount of stuff inside of it. It needs to be cleaned out. Yard has stuff. The biggest one we've ever done was over 20 30-yard dumpsters. That's a lot. So people don't have maybe the money for that. They don't have the time for that. They just don't have the patience for that. So number 1 is you say, well, let's look at selling to an investor. So here's how an investor is going to look at it. They're going to look at the address. They're going to pull it up. They're going to say, listen, at repaired value, after repair value, they're ready to sell it on the street is 100,000. What they're going to do is take 100 minus repairs. Let's say the repairs are 30. That takes you down to 70. And then they're going to 30, and then take it down to 70. They're going to give you 70% of the 70. So they're going to offer you $49,000 because they want to net 30% overall. So it's not bad. It's just one method. All right. Number 2, do light repairs. Maybe clean out the house, maybe clean the house, maybe do some light painting, maybe some light flooring repair, but light. We're not talking a lot of money. We just want to present it in a better state, all right? It takes a little bit more elbow grease, and again, we can help you with all of these. We handle all of this. Number 3, as is, no repairs. You don't want to sell it to an investor because you feel somebody, first-time home buyer, somebody's going to give you more money. So you said, nope, I want to sell it as is. We put a sign out front, we market it, we try to sell it as is for the condition that it's in. Just did one of those. Complete rehab. That's where you got money in your pocket, maybe there's money in the account, and you feel that if you put 50 in, you can get 100 out. I would tell you be very careful on that because every house is an onion. In other words, once you start peeling back that paper, you might find bigger issues. So just be prepared. So if you say it's going to be 50,000 rehab, I truly would tell you plan for a 60,000 rehab. If it's 70, plan for 80. There's always going to be something that gotcha that you don't know about. So if you're going to do a full rehab, please, let's really nail down the numbers and make sure the juice is worth the squeeze. Number 5, keep it. You can keep the house, but here's how it works. If you are involved in an estate, and let's say the estate gets an appraisal, and the appraisal says the house is worth 100,000. There's nothing owed on it, and it's you and a sibling, you and another heir, whoever that person is. So basically, you're entitled to 50%. They're entitled to 50% after costs. So let's say 100 after costs comes down to 70, and you're going to get the 35, all right, if you sell it. Well, what you could do is waive that, keep the 35 into the estate, take possession of the property, and then the other heir would get your 35. I hope that makes sense. So basically, you're getting the home. It's got to be approved by the courts, the orphans court. It's got to be judge of the orphans court, but also the clerk and so forth, that has to approve it. But the point is that you're able to keep it, and really with no money coming out of your pocket. You're just giving up your future proceeds of the estate, if that makes sense. So there's a little bit more to it, but that's where the attorneys come into play. So I hope that makes sense. But those are really the 5 ways that you can deal with a piece of property. The same thing can happen with a boat, an RV, cars, vehicles, interior stuff. It all works the same way. So when you get a chance, if you know anybody could use our services, just click on the links below. Give us a call. We'd love to get out and meet with them. We are really, truly experts on this area. We'll work with you through the whole process. We have contacts for every single point of this process. So give us a call so you can enjoy and experience the benefits. God bless you. Bye-bye.